everybody, and welcome to the Leprechaun Hollows Skins match presented by CircleONE Disc Golf. I'm your host, Jacob Arvidsson, joined by my buddy here, Garrett Gormley. Garrett, how's it going?
It's going really good. Super excited to watch some of the best players in the world play at one of my favorite courses today.
So, Garrett, tell us how the skins match is going to work today.
So we are going to have $50 a skin per hole. And we're going to have a rotating tee pad. There's going to be an ace pot. We're going to have tons of bonuses. And there's going to be money flowing all around the place today. And it's going to be awesome.
And that ace pot is brought to us by Fisher Disc Golf. So shout out to them. Thanks for putting that on the line for the players today. So Garrett, who's on the tee pad first?
Kyle Klein, first off the tee pad. Currently ranked number 5 in the world. That is insane. Playing at Leprechaun Hollows. 2021 Idlewild Open champion. This is just crazy. I can't believe that we're going to watch Kyle play today on this course that I'm familiar with. Michigan guy. It's going to be awesome.
Andrew Marwede, part of Team Innova from Alpena, Michigan. Also a relatively local boy. Currently number 10 on the UDisc World Rankings, so another top player in the game. He's got top 5 finishes all in a row lately: Ledgestone, Idlewild, and Delaware Disc Golf Challenge. This guy is ballin', and he is a forehand and putting specialist.
Trevor Harbolt is going to be our 2019 Kentucky State Champion. Currently 122 in the world rankings on UDisc. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch today. He's got a lot of tools, and we're going to be looking out for his nasty step putt.
So Reid Frescura, Team Discraft, the hometown boy from Holland, Michigan. Currently number 81 in the world on the UDisc World Rankings. 2016 Great Lakes Open champion. Obviously, he's famous for his skip shot at Ledgestone, but he's also a Leprechaun Hollows League member, and he knows this course very, very well. So I'm excited to see how he attacks it. So hole 1, sponsored by Fisher Disc Golf. It's a short one, thrown off an elevated tee pad, 177 feet. You've got a skinny left gap on more of a straight shot, or a right-hand backhand hyzer. A little bit more space. You kind of want to push forward and then dump in, and you've got a nice little sand pit there up by the basket to catch incoming shots. So Kyle, first off the tee, very quick to fire, punches through the greenery in the middle there, and looks like he's got a look.
Yep, that's going to be a good spot. Pretty easy putt it should be for these guys from a spot like that.
Here's Marwede trying the left gap with the forehand as well. Catches some foliage on the edge, but he does drop in the fairway. He will have a look probably down the hill from about 30 feet or so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a look. That putt's going to be significantly tougher than Kyle's, but it's a look.
Trevor going overhand up the left side. We'll see where that finishes, and looks like about the same spot as where Andrew's landed.
Yeah, somehow comes down. Looks like he's going to have a putt as well.
And here is Reid sizing up the right-hand side of the fairway. He's going to go forehand here. That looks good. It needs some action off the ground.
Look at that. Hello.
Wow. A very, very favorable roll.
That's the local roll right there. I'm thinking probably about circle's edge from Trevor here. And a banger.
Great putt.
Hey.
A banger. First one to putt. He's setting the tone for the match here. Let's see it again.
We've got a replay.
Yeah.
Down the hill.
Yep.
Dead center, no doubt. That is a great way to start the day for Trevor. Andrew with basically the same exact putt. Can't follow it up.
A little short for Andrew.
He's still getting warmed up. He's one of the best putters in the world. I have no doubt he will sink a few as we go forward here. But there's Kyle from 20 feet. Open putt, knocks it down as he should, and we're pushing the hole. Skins are rolling over to hole number 2.
So on hole 2, we will have $100 total for the Skins Award. Speaking of hole 2, here it is. We were fortunate enough to get the hole filmed when there wasn't as many leaves on the trees. It's a lot scarier in the middle of the summer. This is a very narrow gap. Probably more ideal for the lefty because at the end of the hole here, it's going, your disc can crash naturally to the right. This hole is sponsored by Leprechaun Hollows Disc Golf Course, 318 feet, and it's a tough one. So let's see how these guys can do. Marwede here, obviously going with the strong forehand.
And he loves his Firebirds, so no doubt he's reaching for that here on this 318-foot shot. Keeps it clean, punches forward, and I can't see the basket there, but I would say he's probably about circle's edge, if not closer.
Yeah, that was an incredible shot. He made that look so easy. That's such a tight gap to hit.
And like you said, Andrew made it look easy. Trevor, he missed by only a couple of feet, and he got punished for it.
Yeah, it's not in the league. It's not uncommon to see 3 out of 4 people do what Trevor just did, just because the fairway is so tight.
So like you were talking about, natural lefty hole here for Reid. It's good initial shape. Looked like it got caught up there, though.
Not sure where it ended up there. The beginning of the flight looked awesome, but didn't finish for him.
Kyle going righty backhand, trying to flip something up to flat. Doesn't look like it ever got to flat.
No, I don't think he liked it.
Here's Trevor. That is a fantastic shot to give himself a putt for 3. He's well inside the circle here. It's really going to depend if Andrew has a putt. Kyle doing the same thing as Trevor. Great up shot with the approach disc. And yeah, Reid did get caught up there early on the right side, it looks like. And he's definitely running the basket there, knowing that a 3 will surely push the hole and that Andrew is going to have a look at 2. So here he is from circle's edge, stepping out toward the center of the fairway.
For the skin.
Off the right side of the basket.
So that is going to give us Trevor making his 3. Andrew's going to have a tap-in 3. That's going to be another push. This hole did have, however, a $25 CTP sponsored by Beach Place, and that is going to overwhelmingly go to Andrew Marwede.
Thanks,
all
Reid.
but parked there.
Where's our host when
I
you
guess
need
for
him?
these guys it was parked. Andrew with another,
He's on one still.
Still got the CTP there.
He earned the CTP
Yeah,
there.
he
So
sure did.
here's hole 3, sponsored by Big Lake Brewing. Awesome shot, really a fair hole for any type of player. Starts up high in elevation, drops down 300 feet even. It's got this nice, beautiful scenic green. Those trees on the back side of the basket, though, if your putt goes long and misses, you've got one heck of a tough comeback.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like this camera shot here does a good job at showing how technical this hole is. The line is there, but you got to hit it for sure.
So here's Harbolt trying to bend one around with a backhand, and he kicks off early, catching the left side. That's going to be tough to get out of there. Reid up next. Looks like he's lining up a forehand roller.
Yeah, this guy's crazy. He's lefty. This fairway curves to favor the lefty, and he's going roller. Let's see how it plays out for him.
He got it down. It's clean. It's pushing all the way up.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
I guess I have a new play.
40 feet from the basket, wide open putt. He's gonna like where that finished.
Yep, good touch.
Kyle going with the traditional backhand turnover. Good looking shot. Just a touch high, catches the ceiling.
Got hit early. Not enough. That's going to be 100 feet, maybe.
And this is interesting. Marwede going right side off the back corner of the tee pad. Forehand roller. You don't see this very often, but it's clean. It's pushing all the way up.
That's insane. That's insane.
To 35 feet.
You
Holy
don't
cow.
see that ever. That is just not done. The gap there is nothing, and Andrew hit it.
So here's Kyle knowing that 2 of his card mates are putting for the birdie. Gives it a decent bid, but he did all he could there.
Yeah, just too far at that point.
So it looks like Trevor has conceded the hole. And Reid not even close.
No. Yeah, that's going to be a missed putt for Reid for sure.
So here's Marwede with a chance for the birdie and to claim 3 skins, $150 from 35 feet. No doubt.
Got it.
No doubt at all. He moves to $175 on the day. Here's another angle.
This is a good one to see Andrew hit after a couple of missed putts. Nice to see him get the opportunity to make those skins back, and he made sure of it.
And I'm sure the other 3 are a bit nervous seeing him finally knock one down, knowing that he's had an open putt on the first 2 holes, thinking, uh-oh, this guy heats up. We might get skunked out here.
Yeah, I'm scared if I'm playing against Andrew and he's putting good and looks like he's warming up.
All right, so this hole 4 means a lot to you, Garrett. What's going on?
Yeah, this is another good hole for the lefties. It's 259 feet, real tight gap, but it means a lot to me because it's sponsored by Garrett Gormley Photography. So $50 from Garrett Gormley Photography on this one, and we'll see if Reid can put it close.
So it naturally favors the righty forehand or the lefty backhand. Reid obviously going to the lefty backhand, his bread and butter. Pure as the gap.
He scared it. It almost went in.
Great shot. Absolutely fantastic.
So clean.
The gallery loved that one, no doubt. Kyle lining up the righty forehand. Looks good out of the hand. Almost identical to Reid's.
That's just perfect. Both of these guys just scaring the basket.
Marwede trying to follow suit here with the forehand. Firebird, no doubt. Gets a good rip on it, but catches that guardian tree. And Trevor is going to go with the righty backhand. Feeling comfortable, looking for just a slight turnover and riding that left to right curve, but he skied it and he bent that early.
Yep, way too early, right? Looks like he's going to be back 15 feet or so.
He actually may have a putt from there. We'll see what his angle looks like. Marwede can see the basket.
That was close.
He gives it a decent bid. And that's really all he can do there, knowing that, oh my goodness, Trevor does have a very good look.
Picks up the birdie.
You don't see that kind of result from that type of shot that Trevor threw very often, turning it over early.
Absolutely.
And having a 45-foot look at it.
Yeah, it's got to get very lucky if it's that far right that early, and he did it and took advantage.
So Reid taps in to push the hole. We'll move on over to hole 5, sponsored by TNT Roofing. We've got 2 skins on the line here. This is a shorter hole, coming in at 193 feet, but another tight one. You really want to push straight for as long as possible until you get to this higher stump here in the middle, and then have a nice fade to the left. You're really not trying to run this basket per se,
No bonuses here.
but you do expect to get a putt on this hole. You just got to keep the disc straight for 150, 160 feet, and then have it do its thing and move left. So Kyle's going to go standstill backhand, and that's early. And he is deep in the rough.
Yep. Not sure exactly how far that worked up the fairway, but it's going to be a tough putt.
There's not a whole lot out of there. Marwede's early as well, high also, and pushes through everything.
Yeah. Yep. That's a 15, 20 footer.
Wow. Well, he'll take that every day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Trevor, pulls it right.
Ooh.
A little bit of a late release,
Yep.
and naturally he got punished for it.
Yep, he sure did. That's going to be, no, he's going to be not looking for a birdie opportunity, that's for sure.
All right, so here's Reid lining up the lefty shot, lefty backhand. And he pushes forward. He'll have something from about 60, 65 feet. Here's Kyle.
Getting it out there. Didn't have a good enough line.
He did what he could.
Yeah.
And honestly, to push up that far, it's impressive.
Yeah, that was. He was in jail
Trevor
back
goes
there.
over the top and drops in.
Okay. Yep, that would be fine.
Really an impressive shot there from Harbolt. In complete jail. Reid gives it
Okay, he was a lot farther in the woods than I thought he was going to be, and that almost went in. Pretty good try from Reid there.
Great spin putt option from deep. And Marwede, no pressure on the putt. So close after getting very fortunate to push through everything.
Show us again, too. Like we said, he's heating up. That's, what was that one? $100 in skins there?
Yeah, that was 2 skins on that hole. So
Excellent.
Andrew Marwede is cleaning up. He's up to $275 on the day. And that brings us to hole 6, Garrett.
Yeah, hole 6, sponsored by Short Acres Disc Golf Course. This hole also has a $25 Ace Bounty, sponsored by Garrett Gormley Photography. Short hole, it's just going to be 177 feet, but a lot of trees that you could hit. So the righties are all throwing a slight hyzer just around a little fairway on the right side is the biggest spot to hit. Lefties probably going forehand or a backhand turnover. Let's see how it plays out.
Marwede's going to start us off trying to go up the gut with something soft. Flipping to flat, gets a kick forward.
Yeah.
He's going to have a look.
Yeah, kind of just kissed that main tree there, the main guardian, and it kind of looked like the disc actually ended up coming back to the left, so I think he'll have a good look.
Trevor's going to take the more traditional route, going high though, and punching through, and he will have a putt as well from about circle's edge.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be backhand from Reid here.
I know he likes the turnover gap up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll have a putt as well.
Yep.
That's really all you're looking for on this hole is a putt. You expect to have a look. Kyle going dead center up the middle, and that's more of an ace run shot. He does get some tree action. It gets swatted, but again, he's gonna have a putt as well from back edge of the circle. So here's Trevor just outside. The classic step putt, and he sinks it.
Thank you.
Easy money for Trevor Harbolt.
Yep, that's right. Let's see it again.
Great angle. He did have that tree in the way. That little skinny tree had to step out to his left, but bends it around great. Floats it right in to the center.
Good putt.
Here's Kyle to push the hole and sinks it.
There we go. 1 skin there, pushing to the next hole. We'll be playing for 2 skins, $100 on hole number 7.
You really expect a push there.
Yeah, absolutely. Very uncommon to not have 2 birdies there.
So hole 7, this is the first big hole on the course as far as distance goes, coming in at 441 feet. Sponsored by Big Lake Brewing. This is a long, tight tunnel. It's dead straight till you get to about here. And then you've got 2 gaps to choose from. You've got the left wide gap or this middle gap. That's a lot tighter, but a lot better access to the basket there up by the driveway. You probably got about 80 feet after that group of guardians there. Mm-hmm. Trevor's first up on the tee, trying to flip something to flat and glide it over to the right, but he hyzers out just early and then he gets a kick as well.
Yep. He got far enough. He got far enough down the fairway that he can make a play at it. Hopefully he didn't go too far off from that kick.
Yeah, and the main goal is really to push 2/3 of the way up this fairway in order to give yourself a look to punch up there and putt for 3.
This is a big shot here.
Reid with the Z-Light nuke gets all the way through it. Oh my goodness!
That almost, I think it hit the cage.
That definitely hit the cage, Garrett, and that is...
Oh.
You don't see that.
Oh my gosh.
You don't see that at hole 7 at Leprechaun Hollows.
Taking full advantage of the small fairway, making it look as big as possible. That was a nuke down a tight fairway. He skipped off the ground and hit the bottom of the cage.
And we can't discredit the fact that he just threw that down a pure tunnel. I mean, 441 feet down a tunnel.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's a bomb.
And to hit the cage and be mere inches from an ace is just crazy.
He's flipping.
Kyle trying to follow that up with something of his own, and that is an incredible shot as
Crushed. Absolutely crushed.
He's going to be pin high, about 65, 70 feet left of the basket. He's going to be looking at a 2-putt as well. Mm-hmm. And not to forget, but there is a $25 Eagle bounty on this hole.
Yes, there is. Speaking of two-putt.
Brought to you by Jarvie Media. Marwede with the Firebird. Doesn't get it far enough. It was a well-shaped shot, but it did fade out early, and he's going to be in trouble there on the right. Trevor's going to have to do something magical knowing that Reid is on the green after hitting the basket. He got a slight roll, but he's on the green, which is crazy.
Probably no more than a 20-foot putt for Reid. For Eagle.
Yeah. Andrew tries something. He was able to stretch out and get a shot up the fairway, but that's not going to get him an eagle. Here's Kyle for an eagle. He's got to look.
Let's see here. Okay.
He gave it a bid, and he seemed to think that had a chance.
Yep.
He looks a little bit frustrated about that one. No doubt he wanted that eagle bounty.
Money. Right there. The hometown hero, Reid Frescura, gets the 2 eagle bounty. And he's going to pick up the skin there. I don't know. Okay. Little race to Andrew's disc there. Little fist pump. All in good spirits.
So 2 skins there for Reid. That brings us to hole 8, Garrett.
Hole 8, 286 feet. This hole, sponsored by Torched. This one's brutal. It's mean. Jail everywhere. It's going to be tough. This one is a huge birdie to pick up. It's just tough. There's trees everywhere, 2 big ones right off the start. So you got to thread the needle there. I'm working up over a couple of berms here, and then it kind of eases out slightly to the right at the end. So 286, not a long hole by any means, but a lot of finesse is going to be needed to be anywhere close to a 2-look here.
And statistically, the hardest hole on the entire course. So Reid will be on the tee first here.
After an incredible eagle.
We'll see how he follows it up. Going forehand roller, lays it down quickly.
Doesn't like it at all.
That didn't go well.
No.
Skins are open, boys.
Kyle looking at his options, and now he's looking up.
I don't know what he's looking at up there.
And he is committed to going up,
He's going
seems.
Okay.
And it's gone, folks.
I want to see where that ends up. That's insane. He's looking down the fairway.
He doesn't seem real upset about how that reacted.
We'll see if that gave him a 2-look at all.
It would take some huge, huge power to get a look for 2, taking that high gap. But Kyle Klein is number 5 in the world for a reason. So I am very curious to see where that ended up. Here's Andrew Marwede going forehand. He'll most likely try and split the 2 demon trees in front and flip something up to flat. Try and push the distance up the fairway.
Ooh,
he got a kick and it shot him forward, and he's got a look. Trevor going to try and do the same thing as Marwede with a backhand, but it never got to flat. He's up there, though. You know, for someone playing this hole regularly, you're really only looking for a 3, and Trevor's got a chance. Reid, after hitting early, tries something special and hits again.
Yeah, this is a very tough hole. I can say that the majority of league members that play here would pay lots of money to have a guaranteed 3 every day on this hole.
Absolutely. So Kyle did have something to approach the basket with after that crazy sky hyzer. Trevor giving it a run from where he was at.
Yep.
He'll roll to about 30 feet for the 3. Here's Marwede with a look from the back of circle 2.
Oh,
that was close.
That would have been great, too.
A 2 on this hole is impressive.
Yeah, something to write home about for sure. And for Kyle, that would only be about 30 miles to Wyoming, Michigan.
I love it. So Kyle taps in the 3. No doubt Andrew will do the same. And we're looking at another push here.
There we go. A push.
That'll send us to hole 9, where we will be looking at 2 skins on the table.
That's right.
So hole 9 brought to us by Cusack Music. It's another short one, but another tough one. We've got OB running down the entire left side of the fairway, coming in at 222 feet. We've got some trees to navigate. There's a left side gap that runs over the OB. There's a flex line up the middle. There's a wide turnover line that pushes over to the driveway as well. But the OB runs all the way down the left side, all the way to the basket. So it'll be tough, and obviously we've got the elevated basket as well, sitting about 10, 11 feet in the air.
Yeah, as Kyle goes right down the middle here. This, between the elevated basket and the OB on the left, lining the entire hole, this hole can be a nightmare because you could park it and you're still not safe because you got to put the slam dunk in.
Kyle took that flex line up the middle, got himself a putt from Circle's edge. Marwede does the same exact thing, flexes up the middle, gets even closer. That'll be about 15 feet looking straight up at a daunting basket. So yes, he's close, arguably parked, tough shot still. Harbolt calls that he's gonna split the V, doesn't, and pushes all the way up and parks the basket.
They just keep getting closer to the basket. They're all hitting gaps that it just such good accuracy out of these guys. This is just insane.
So Reid goes left hand, backhand, slight turnover, gets a kick, and pushes out of bounds barely. So that'll take him out of contention. He will pick up.
Go ahead, Reid. He's out of bounds.
Kyle just off the outside of the chains there for the birdie.
You know he wanted that one. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
That's tough to watch.
That went right through. That is tough. We're gonna get, here we go. Let's watch it.
Just look at the facial reactions there.
And he checked it. Like, are you serious? You gonna do that to me?
Nobody likes to see that. Maybe Trevor does.
Yeah, there you go. And the slam dunk we talked about. Trevor's gonna pick it up right there. That's gonna be 2 skins, if I'm correct, for $100 for Trevor.
And those are his first skins of the day, so he's more than happy to be on the board. That puts Reid, Trevor, and Andrew on the board. Kyle's the only one without a skin at this point.
Okay.
But he's got half the course still to go, hole 10.
313 feet. This hole sponsored by Big Lake Brewing. It's going to go out over the driveway. OB lining the hole on the left, and the basket is going to finish on the right side.
So you see a lot of right hand forehands on this. Air shots as well as skip plays off the driveway both work. You know, you really just have to beat those guardian trees at the edge of the driveway, and Andrew does just that.
Yeah, he's parked. Excellently played.
Trevor going with the much touchier turnover play with the backhand, but he filleted that.
That is so good.
And a nice hit off the orange sign drops him within 15 feet.
Let's see the lefty here.
Pure's the line, gliding in. Can it beat
Stay
the
up.
trees?
Oh my gosh. he's
Absolutely.
parked.
Absolutely. Great shot there from Reid. Here's Klein. Forehand, keeps it low.
It's got to stable up here.
And there's that skip play we were talking about, but that took off.
Yep, that's going to be deep for him. He's going to be probably just outside the circle.
And this is an interesting putt. See if he can pull something fancy out.
Nope.
He tried. I give him credit for that. That was a tough spot, only 40 or so feet away, like you said, but tough to convert from there. Obviously, Andrew taps in. We'll see if Trevor or Reid decides to push the hole. There it goes. After those first 3 drives, you knew it was going to be a push.
Yep, that's right.
So 2 skins on the line as we head to hole 11. Now this one is interesting. 226 feet, sponsored by Fisher Disc Golf. You got a double mando, so you got to be left of that tree on the right, but you also have to be over the fence. You can't go through it. You have to go over it. And with the overhanging ceiling, that window is tight. We've also got OB on the backside fence there that you're seeing on the left, as well as the fence that wraps around the right. So a tight finish to the hole. You've only got 10 feet or so on each side of the basket on the actual green. But the real challenge is this tee shot. And Trevor cooked that one. He's well out of bounds.
Yeah, he is. And we should also mention at this point that this hole has a Sexton Firebird CTP. So we'll see Reid's shot here. That CTP sponsored by Jory Koopman from Air.
Absolutely.
That looks better. And that is about as good as it gets. A little kiss by the tree at the end just to put the cherry on top. And a really good forehand by Reid there.
Yeah, and you know, tree or no tree, he threw that perfectly with the flare skip to get underneath the basket.
Or that was a backhand by Reid. Lefty backhand. Perfectly done by him.
So Kyle's going to throw the forehand.
Where is it?
I'm not sure.
I think it's going to be behind that tree still. We'll have to see if it's in bounds.
Yeah, that'll be the test. Regardless, that's a tough putt from back there, especially staring OB in the face. Forehand specialist Andrew Marwede, no doubt about it. Great shot.
Oh,
Skips a little bit deep, but he's still in bounds, and I think we're looking at another push. Kyle's actually much closer than I thought.
Oh, yeah.
And he gets cute with it,
Yeah.
knowing that we're going to push the hole.
It looks like he ended up being in bounds.
I think I would call that an air ball, though.
Yeah.
So Marwede and Frescura tap out for another push, brings us to hole 12.
Hole 12 is going to be 209 feet, sponsored by Beach Place. Not a long hole, pretty open fairway until you get 2/3 down, and then there's going to be some guardian trees protecting the basket. Green is pretty open if you make it past those guardian trees. It's a nice little hole. I'm anxious to see how these guys play it.
And there's really two choices. You can turn something over to the left and have it fade back, or try the same shot to the right and have it fade back to the basket too. So Reid takes the right-hand gap, pures it, and it looked like he had the distance about right. So although that wasn't moving and finishing toward the basket, he's on the green.
Yeah, and as you look down the fairway here, you can see that that's the biggest gap. So I think Reid's playing the statistics game, and he's just looking for a putt in the circle.
Absolutely. Kyle rips one off and just catches one of the guardians. That's tough. It was a decent shot. He gave it a chance. But
if you hit any of those trees there that are protecting the basket, you just can't guarantee yourself a clean look. So
Marwede pures the left side, gets a kick at the end, which will keep him in bounds. There is OB deep back there, and it'll also keep him on the green. That disc was moving pretty quickly.
yeah, it was. He said to himself he just wanted to get it through there. So he got that. And, a nice little kick at
And
the
there's
end.
Trevor, also deep, and we'll see when we get up there, but that stump that he hit at the end kept him in bounds. He's going to be right on the line, putting back for the 2.
You'd love to see that.
So Kyle actually has a look, and he
Okay.
did a great run. Just left.
Yes, just left for him. That was close, and he was quite a ways away.
So Trevor is on the OB line. Obviously, he takes his meter in here, but he's setting up another classic step putt and doesn't connect. I'm a little bit surprised.
Yeah, yep, same here.
So here is Marwede from Circle's
Shame.
Edge.
Money.
Count it.
Yep, that's in. Great birdie by Andrew there. Reid following up.
And stares that one in. He seems a little bit squirrely after seeing Andrew's putt go through on hole 9. And they're talking about the CTP here, but it looks like it's going to belong to Reid. That CTP was brought to you by Beach Place. That was a $25 deal. So they'll push the hole, but Reid will pocket another $25.
That's right. Moving on here to hole 13.
209 feet, brought to us by Sleep Solutions. It's a straight shot. It's a tight shot. These 2 trees right here at the edge of the green, about 40 feet away, are what you got to beat. And then you got the elevated basket to cap off the hole. Kyle Heiser's just a bit early, hits the giant stump about 60 short of the basket, but he does drop in the fairway, so he'll have a look. And Marwede going turnover backhand, trying to push it up and straight. And he hits that last guardian, but again, wide open putt from about 35 to 40.
Yep.
And here's Harbolt, and he hits a touch early. So he may be in trouble on this hole.
Yeah.
I can't say he's got a look.
He might be out of contention.
Reid going forehand, looking probably at the exact same line the other three threw, but he's going to try and flex one slightly.
Ooh, that looks good.
And he barely missed that initial tree, but he stays clean, hits a tree late on the green, and he's got the best putt of the group. So Trevor, he did have a look.
Yeah,
Comes up short.
He gave it a good effort.
It's tough on that elevated basket. This
Yeah.
one sits about, 6-7 feet in the air?
Yeah.
Here's Kyle from about 50 feet. Little step.
Oh, just under the basket there.
And he was committed to that one.
He was.
You can tell he wanted that to go in. A little frustration
Yep.
showing.
Little hacky sack there with the disc.
Here we are sitting on hole 13. He has no skins yet. So you know that's starting to creep into his mind.
Yep.
Here's Marwede from Circle's Edge. And skies it.
Over the top for Andrew, just under for Kyle.
You think the basket height got in Marwede's head a little bit there?
I think it did.
So Reid's got an easy putt from about 15 feet. He's played this hole numerous times. Knows how to attack these elevated baskets at Leprechaun Hollows. And there's some more skins for Mr. Frescura.
Yep, that's right. Moving right on to hole 14. This hole sponsored by Fisher Disc Golf. Short hole, 199 feet, but there's a tree on the left that's a Mando. You have to throw it to the right of that. And the fence line on the right is OB. And there's also a Mando tree on the right side. So you got to throw it down this tunnel. It's a tight gap, but it's fair. As we see Andrew right there, threw it perfectly. Just a small hyzer cresting the fence line, and he's going to be inside the circle.
And we're going to see a lot of similar shots there. Trevor, little bit low. I would say he was unlucky to catch the fence there because it wasn't going to run the basket for an ace, but he was going to be parked for an easy drop in two. Reid's going to turn it over with the backhand shot. That's wonderful.
Yep, that's perfect. Really, really effortless looking backhand turnover from Reid there. Really, really cool to watch.
Well finessed right into the green. He's got a drop in. Kyle knows it. Little high, but that looks to be stalling out, and he's going to have a putt.
Yep. I think that's an ace run for sure, given the height and how close he knew that Reid already was and Andrew.
So Trevor obviously concedes the hole after he went out of bounds. Andrew taps in. Reid will do the exact same. And we've got another push.
We do. We're going to go to hole number 15.
So hole 15 brought to us by Window Genie. Shout out to Window Genie, cleaning windows all over the West Michigan area and doing a wonderful job of it. Go check them out. Hole 15 is a 290-foot right to left shot. This is a righty backhand hyzer shot every day of the week. We'll see Reid probably pull out the forehand. But basically, you got OB along the right side where the cars are parked. They won't mess with that. We'll see some stock hyzers here at 290 feet.
That looks good from Trevor there.
Bit early, though.
A bit early.
And that's the miss on this hole that you see. You've got those trees about pin high of the basket right before the fence line that you want to be hyzering in before. And those can get in your head a little bit and cause you to fluff your shot. So Reid going high and spiky with the lefty forehand hyzer. And
bad kick off the fence.
Bit unlucky to hit the fence, but that was hyzering a bit early.
Yeah,
so
it
wasn't the best shot, but he definitely got a bit unlucky.
Yep, that's the move here. You don't want to be early, which we see these guys doing, but you could be edge of circle if you go over the fence and you're early, but be behind a tree and not have a look.
Well, that was wonderful.
That was excellent.
Throwing the fairway driver with a slight stand-up hyzer. Doesn't flip all the way to flat, but definitely rides and glides out before those trees that are pin high, and he almost flashed the basket. Andrew taking a much higher route, and just like Trevor, early.
Yep.
It's a common miss on this hole. There's your look at the Window Genie truck parked right in the middle of the fairway. Wonderful advertising.
The basket just stopped shaking from being scared from Kyle's drive, and we're going to see, looks like Andrew putt from inside the woods here.
He's struggling to find a line here in the
Yep.
woods, but looks like he's come up with something. And not too much of a scare.
No.
Tough spot.
Yeah, he must have been kind of handcuffed in a way that didn't let him get a good solid try at that putt.
Trevor lining up a forehand putt. Looks like his best option. Oh!
My gosh, he threw it 100 miles an hour. Great effort. I think he must have had to have done that.
And we'll get a replay here.
Man.
That was dead center, and the only excuse you can have there for that not sticking is that thing was moving from a short distance.
Really nice effort, though.
He definitely would have liked to see that stick for sure.
Yeah.
So here's Reid putting over the fence, probably about 35 feet. Oh, he throws the crumpled up blowfly.
Oh, you love to see it.
Doesn't quite work out though, but a fun shot nonetheless. Here's Kyle lining up his first skins of the day.
There you go. 2 for Kyle.
And you can see the relief.
Yep. Yeah, he did it.
He is definitely excited about that. So a couple skins there in Kyle's pocket. That'll bring us to hole 16. This is a fun
Hole
one.
16, the island hole. This is going to be 137 feet. It's a lot scarier than it sounds. This hole is sponsored by Cusack Music. As you can see, the rope around the logs there plays as an island. OB fence line to the left. Elevated basket. Re-tee if you don't make it inside the island. A lot of fun.
About as challenging of a 137-foot hole as you could ask for.
Absolutely.
But an ace run hole for sure. And we don't have any aces yet, obviously, but we do have that $100 ace bounty on the line from Fisher Disc Golf. Reid fluffs it just
Looking
a
early.
bit.
Inbounds, though.
He's got a putt.
Yep.
And you expect a 2 on this hole every day of the week. But that island can get interesting. That looks like an ace run from Kyle.
Oh, that was definitely the right height. Looks like it stayed in bounds for him as well.
Fortunate to stay in, to be honest. Getting a little greedy and aggressive being the second one to tee. This is in a skins match. This is kind of a mental hole.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's going to take the ace run? Because it is definitely there.
Lofty bid there from Andrew.
Gave it a chance.
Yeah.
But he also knows that, they need to push this hole. There's no excuse for someone to win a skin on this one without an ace. Trevor open for the ace run after Reid and Marwede are on the green, and not much of a run there from
Yep.
Trevor.
Trevor and Andrew parked. A little bit of a putt for Reid. And Kyle is going to... This base of this tree behind the basket is blocking Kyle completely. Yeah. He might not even be able to see the chains, but obviously he can tell where the basket is, so...
Gives it a lofty bid, and it's in.
That's just... I don't think he could see the basket at all. I don't think he could see a single chain. And you could tell... Look at this.
Here's another angle.
Completely blocked.
Really shows you the skill involved with that putt, and that's just Kyle Klein, number 5 in the world,
Yeah.
flashing his incredible skill set.
Yeah.
And Frescura drops it in from 20 feet. And we got another push.
Yeah. After Kyle picking up the 2 skins on 15, we're going to push on 16 and tee off on 17 with 2 more skins.
So $100 on the line here. This is the longest hole on the course, coming in at 482 feet. Wide open bomber shot. The first time these guys are gonna get a chance to rip, and they can rip. So I'm excited to see that. This hole is brought to you by Big Leg Brewing. The only OB is that fence line on the left. A lot of room to really open up. The trouble on this hole is the end. If you can punch through those guardian trees, you've got a chance, and these guys have the power to get all the way there. So Kyle unloads, turns one over nicely. It's pushing forward all the way up over the fence.
That
and
is just smashed.
that is a bomb. That is a bomb, and he is going to have probably a 20-foot putt
Yeah.
from the path to hole 18 C-pad. That is one of the best drives I've ever seen on that hole, Gary.
I agree.
So here's Marwede after Kyle's shot, trying to match it. Turns it over a bit, but it's getting fluffy, and highs ring out, and he did
It's out of
find
bounds.
he found the OB. So no doubt he will concede this hole.
Yeah. Now Trevor and Reid, knowing that they need to put it close because Kyle went over the fence, through the trees, and they got to assume he's in the circle.
So Trevor not known for his power, but he can still throw. He got the line right. That is moving and unlucky to connect on the fence post there. You got to think that had another 20, 25 feet on it to give him some sort of look at the basket.
Definitely.
So here's Reid, known for his power. He's not someone to sneeze at when you're talking about lefty power, and he's pulling out the Z light nuke, I would guess. Gets a good rip on it. Flips to flat. It's pushing forward. Hyzering early.
Oh, man, that is another bomb.
It got up there, though.
Yeah.
He's going to be obstructed, but we'll see what kind of putt he's got. Here's Trevor, the fence in his face. We'll see what he can come up with here. Looks like he's going to elect to go over. He gave it a bid.
Yep.
He gave it a chance. Here's Reid, and you can see what he's looking at, and it's a tight angle. Wow.
Okay. I'll take it too.
Impressive, too.
Really nice putt.
For Mr. Frescura. Let's look at a replay of that. Has to reach forward to push it out from about 40 feet. Gliding straight into the center. There's really no doubt once that left his hands.
Man, that's a really, really impressive two.
And here's Kyle from even closer. Wide open look, really. Framed up nicely between the two trees. Looks about circle's edge.
New push.
Just a bit left side, but, you know, that deserved a stick. So I can't say I expected a two to push on hole 17, Garrett, but here we are.
I thought maybe we would see one crazy two, but they're going to push. So we're going to go to hole 18 with 3 skins, sponsored by Off the Grid. This hole is 300 feet, and it's going to be the righty Spike Heiser's dream. Going around these pine trees here, there's one big pine tree right in the middle that you either need to go in front of or behind that we just flew by. And then we're crashing down into the edge of the woods here, some other smaller guardian pine trees, protecting the basket, elevated basket. This one is tough. You have to really thread the needle and get it the perfect hyzer around this start. So we'll see what Andrew does here. Just going spike hyzer. Let's see where it ends up.
Decent shot. I mean, standard spike hyzer on this hole. That's really the play. And like you said, plays at 300 feet, actually only measures in at 215, but there's nobody calling this a 215-foot hole.
Yes, that's right.
Trevor going spike over the top as well. That'll give him a putt.
That's a good shot.
You know, as long as you can beat those fluffy guardian pine trees in front and get onto the green, you've got a putt. If you can't beat them, you're in trouble because you're not putting over those trees.
If you're in front of those pine trees, you could be 20 feet from the basket and have no chance of making a putt.
So here's Reid going spike. Hyzer with the lefty forehand, and he sawed that off early.
Looks a little early, yep. Right back down into the middle.
Actually a favorable kick, but he knows he needs a 2 on this hole, and that's not going to do it for him.
Kyle's feeling the shot here.
He knows what he needs to do. Gets a good pump on it.
Yep, looks like it's up there.
And it crashes deep, but connects and drops.
Yep.
So he'll be circle's edge looking at a 2.
He's got a putt.
So Reid's in trouble here, Garrett.
Yeah, he's going to have to pull off something miraculous for the 2. I think that's a backhand meteor there.
He tried. I mean, there's really not a whole lot he can do there. Low ceiling. Still about 175 feet to go to the hole.
Not much you can do.
Marwede going over the top, a little floater, and oh my goodness.
Good effort.
I can't say that should have stuck, but it could have stuck.
Yeah.
Here's Kyle from circle's edge to put the pressure on Trevor. You can tell he is thinking about this putt and he wants it to go in. Klein connects.
He made sure it counted. That was awesome.
That was a fantastic putt on the elevated basket. Shifts the pressure over to Trevor now. We'll see this again. Slight hyzer, bends it around the trees. Nice catch from the basket. And he's excited about that putt.
Yeah, I love that. Hole 18, 3 skins, takes his time, gets his composure, drains it.
So here's Trevor to push and send us into an interesting playoff hole for the extra skin scenario. He's got a good look at it from about 20, 25 feet.
Oh.
And he hits the tree in front of him. He's gonna not like that.
No, that's gonna be 3 skins for Kyle.
So Trevor finishes the hole anyway out of frustration, knowing he really should have been hitting that putt. And that wraps us up. So
yeah, it sure does.
So Reid takes the cake as far as skins go, but everybody on the board, nice to see them all win. You know, thanks to Trevor, Harbolt, Andrew Marwede, Reid, Frescura, and Kyle Klein for all coming out. Thanks to all the spectators that rolled out here as well to enjoy the day. We had a beautiful day. All the sponsors, Fisher Disc Golf, Leprechaun Hollows, Big Lake Brewing, Garrett Gormley Photography, TNT Roofing, Shore Acres Disc Golf Course, Torched, Cusack Music, Beach Place, Window Genie, and Off the Grid. Thanks to all you guys.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having us here. This is a lot of fun. We saw some of the best players in the world play at a course that we play at every week. Just a lot of fun. Really, really cool to see them shape shots around the trees here, and a lot of fun.
So we do have a disc golf disc giveaway, courtesy of our buddy Kyle Klein.
Yeah, we sure do.
And we are excited to give this disc away. Garrett, tell us what we're looking at.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a link here. Crispy white, signed by none other than the 5th ranked player in the world, Kyle Klein.
Yeah, so we're excited to give this away. How this is gonna work is we want you to comment on this video. Obviously like and subscribe as well, but comment on this video and tell us what hole you would look forward to playing to at Leprechaun Hollows. There's a lot of fun holes out here, a lot of cool shots that we got to see the players throw. We want to know which one you are looking forward to playing the most when you get a chance to come out to Michigan and see the course for yourself. So like, subscribe, and comment on your favorite hole, and you might just win this beautiful link signed by the legendary Kyle Klein.
Can I comment on that?
You can absolutely comment on it, Garrett. We'll give you a chance as well. So thanks everybody for watching. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks,
we
guys.
will see you next year for the 2nd edition of the Leprechaun Hollows Skins match. We'll see ya.